everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a twist out. This is my first time trying it on my natural hair with the different textures, so we're gonna just see how it goes together. First I'm sectioning off my hair as I usually do, and I'm using the Texture My Way Keep It Curly Cream. This stuff is actually becoming one of my favorites, and Shea Moisture Curling Gel Souffle. I'm taking a little bit of the cream and I'm putting it through the whole entire section. I didn't want to do small sections and put the cream in because it can get a little thick and slimy. So I put it through the whole piece of hair, and you can see it's already starting to make my hair curl up a little bit. So now I'm making it into a smaller section because I wanted to do medium-sized twists. So I'm going to take a little bit of the gel souffle, and I was told by some of my friends that a little goes a long way. And I definitely didn't listen to them. I put a lot in my hair because I have three textures of hair, and the back perimeter of my head is the thickest part that doesn't really have a definition. So I put a lot in this piece to make sure I get a little bit of extra hold and some more definition. Then I comb it out with a wide tube comb to make sure that it's evenly distributed. Make sure you get your ends. And now I'm going to section it into two pieces and twist it up. Now every time I twist it around, I wrap it around my finger to make kind of like a rope twist. I find that, especially in the back where I have the thicker hair, this makes it tighter, like a tighter twist. That way I get more definition. So I do this all the way to the end, and I keep adding that gel souffle in when I feel like it's getting dry. And then I brush the ends out and I continue all the way down. I'm not putting any curlers on my hair. Well, I put them on the straight sections in the beginning, but that's going to be the only part. So when you get to the end, get some more gel, because I'm going to use a lot, and then you twirl it around your finger. And there you go, you have one twist. So I'm going to speed through a little bit. This is where I have a different texture of hair. It's where the texture. Say hi to my sister, everybody. She just came in and decided to take over. She's in town for a little bit. Make sure you have your sister come bust into the bathroom and destroy your whole video. That's an important part of this process. I don't know what she's doing in the back either. She's spilling herself. Just ignore her. But I do take a knockoff Denman brush and I brush through this section of hair to make it easier to twist. Get out. Get out. Okay. So in the front, this is where I have some heat damage. I have no curls. You can see it's just straight pieces. And it's wet. My hair is about 60% wet in this. And so I put a lot of product in. I took a lot of gel souffle. And the stuff kind of gets tacky, so I would recommend not using a whole bunch, but I didn't mind. So pin your hair back, and for this part, since it's a different texture or it's heat damaged, I brushed it out and then I attempted to flat twist it. I thought it would give it more definition. And as you know, I can't braid, I can't French braid or anything, so this is a struggle for me. So flat twist the best that you can. Every time I twist it around one finger, I use the other hand to completely grab some more hair. I know people can do it easier than that, but I can't, so just do it the best way you know how. And flat twist the root, and then when you get to the end, I was checking to see if I was doing it right, because I could have sworn I wasn't. Just twist it around your finger and twist it the way down like you had been doing before. Now I'm taking some gray perm rods or cold rods, whatever you like to call them, and I'm wrapping it around the front part because the ends of my hair where it's heat damaged are just straight, so they're not going to curl. So I decided to give it a little bit of help, and I'm just going to wind it up halfway up my twist and secure it at the end. This is just so I can get a curl at the end like the other ones have that, don't have heat damage like this. See the little curl at the end? Now this side, I don't know if that's a different texture of my hair or if it's heat damaged, but they're not as coiled as the other side of my hair. As you can see, that's kind of straight. So that might be a little heat damaged too, but when you're done, your hair should look a little something like this. If they start to fall out, which some of mine did, just retwist them up. When it's drying, it doesn't really matter. Now this is the next day. They're all dry. It took a long time to dry because my hair just doesn't like to dry. But you can see in the front where I had the perm rods, they're really springy. In the back, everything is kind of shriveled up. But it's still got a lot of stretch and they're still soft. And I really like that. And it wasn't tacky because of the gel souffle either. So I'm taking some oil, whatever oil you like, and I'm going to put that through my hair to try and take out some of the frizz. Make sure you get the ends because that's the part that frizzed up on me the most in this video. I think I added some more to my fingertips too while I take them down. And try not to disturb your curl a lot when you're doing this because it is easy to frizz up, as you'll see. But the first couple twists came out really defined and I like that. And that's like one of the textures of my hair that's throughout most of my hair. Like I have 3 textures and the one that you just saw, that's how most of my head turns out. See, this is a part of my hair that didn't really get defined. It's probably one of those other textures. It was kind of stringy. I didn't like that. But in the back, here's where I have that thick, porous texture of hair. I don't know. It was really defined, but it felt different. And the curl it had more volume. So there's that one. When I separate them, you can't really tell, but I could tell that it's kind of fluffier than the other curls are. So here's me in the front with that heat damage part where I curled it. The ends were way bigger than the rest of the ends of my hair, but whatever. And because I twisted it halfway up, they're 2 different lengths. So I don't know how I'm gonna blend that, but we'll figure it out. I'm just trying to show you some of the definition of my hair and the different textures since I'm done. Actually, there's a couple twists in there. I always miss braids when I'm taking them down, so make sure you take down all the twists before you decide to show everybody that you did. And here's a couple of the more defined ones. So now I am separating each curl. I should have probably done it in half first. Should have just separated it once. But I decided to separate it like 3 or 4 times, which created a lot of frizz. And I don't really mind frizz, but if you're looking for really defined results, take your time and just maybe split it in half first and see how it looks. Then you can separate them more. As you can see, I kind of made the ends of my hair really fluffy. But I didn't mind, and when I pick it out, it looks good. And here's the other side. I'm going to try and be more gentle with this side when I take them down. So now I'm taking a pick and I'm trying to fluff out my roots because I really struggle with getting any volume, and this twist out didn't really give me a lot of volume. I flipped my head over and I got the back of my hair to try and poof it up some more. I don't really like the middle part, so I end up flipping my part over to the side. I never like the middle part ever on me with my big round head. So then here comes this diva again, because I don't know. I done her makeup and I did her hair, so she's filling herself. And yeah, I'm just messing with her at this point. So yeah, when you're doing this tutorial, make sure your sibling comes and messes with you again for no reason, and she saw I was doing this. But I used a wand to get those wand curls in her hair. And I have a video tutorial. She's twerking. Get out. A tutorial I'll add in this description how I did her hair. So these are the results. In the front it's a little bit fuzzy, but I really didn't mind it, especially once I picked out my roots. And I decided to pull back one side. I thought it looked a little bit better. And I could not, for the life of me, find my edge control, so I'm using Pink Eco Styler Gel. And I've been working on videos reviewing all of the different Eco Styler gels. That's coming really soon, but it's taking me a while to get through all of them. I think there's like 5 or 6 that I'm doing, so stay tuned for that. And then I just brush it up and then put a bobby pin in my hair to secure it to the side. And then I put a bobby pin in the front so I get a little dupe, or I like to call them a little dupe, but that little flip over in the front so it's not just going in my face. I'm trying to show you that some pieces are kind of fuzzy, but some pieces aren't. It just depends on how fast you do them. And here's the back part of my hair, which fuzzed up on the tips, but it was okay. The shaft of the whole piece of hair is pretty defined. Here's some of the pieces that I have heat damage that really didn't curl. But some of them did. So just be patient. You'll get the heat damage out eventually. I wanted to show you a close-up so you can see how they look. Really defined inside. I don't know how long this will last, maybe a day or two, but we will see. Still have a little bit of fuzz, but it's really not bothering me and it's really not that bad. Maybe next time I'll try it with the perm robs on the end. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and until next time, have a good one.